and welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to come and do like a Christian girl talk video, a Christian girl chat with y'all, and give y'all like some advice on certain topics. I put on social media for you guys to send me some topic ideas and things that you guys wanted me to talk about in this video, and y'all sent in some really good topics, so today I'm going to get into them while also doing my skincare. I bought some new products that I'm really excited to try out. I bought a new mask and different things like that, so I'm really excited to try these out with y'all. This is just going to be like a relaxing kind of video. I don't think I've done a pamper routine in a long time, so this is going to be a lot of fun. So some of the topics that I saw that I'm going to be talking about today are dating as a Christian, confidence, and comparing yourself. So I'm going to be talking about those today while I do my pamper routine, and I'm going to show you guys my products and everything that I'm going to be using. And yeah, hopefully maybe you guys can grab your skincare stuff and we can just do it together. I just want this to be like a advice video, like if we were just, you know, doing our skincare routine together in the bathroom and we're just talking about this. So yeah, y'all, I really hope you guys like this video. Also, I'm gonna be doing more videos like this, and I'm gonna be asking you guys for ideas. So make sure you guys are following me on my Instagram at Najee Campbell. Follow me there. That's when I can engage with y'all a whole lot more and actually talk to y'all, and y'all be DMing me, and I'll be so excited. So make sure you guys are following me on my social media, Instagram at Najee Campbell. All right, y'all, so let's get into my pamper routine. Okay, so I just had to move closer to the sink. Now, today is gonna be more of like a luxurious, more in-depth type of like, I'm really gonna try to like pamper myself. Normally for my skincare, I just wash my face and moisturize. But today I'm going to be washing my face, then I'm gonna steam it. And I'm also gonna do a mask. I got a new face mask. It's so cute. I got a new face mask, and this is the what I'm gonna be trying today. Hopefully it like smells and feels like a marshmallow, like all soft. So that's what it looks like. It's just this like pretty pink color. Before I get into the topics, I'm just gonna go ahead and put some water into my steamer so it can just go ahead on and heat up and be ready for me. Now it's turned on when the light comes on. So I'm just wetting my face, and first things first, of course, is we're going to cleanse. So I'm just gonna be using this. Okay, so the first topic that I'm going to talk about is dating as a Christian. That I made a whole video on this, on why I don't date. But it actually took me a very long time to get to that decision of just like, I'm not dating anymore. I'm gonna link that video above, and that video isn't necessarily me telling people to date or not to date. I feel like that's just between you and God. But personally, on my journey with Christ, I just realized that I don't need to date, and I don't really want to date anymore. I'm kind of on the premise of my next relationship is going to be my last relationship. So I guess when you look at it from that lens, it's like, I'm not just gonna talk to anybody or just date anybody. Now, when I first got saved when I was 19, that was a different story, okay? So that's like, this is taking me some time to really get like to this point or whatever. But when I first got saved, I was still going on dates. Like I said, I'm not saying like dating is wrong or bad. I'm just telling you what's led me up to this point of I'm not dating anymore. So like dating as a Christian, so when I first was saved, I was going on not a lot of dates, but I had a date. Like there was not a year or whatever that went by that I didn't go on at least one date. Like I was dating, like honestly. I didn't have the mindset that I had now. Like I said, there wasn't a year that went by that I didn't go on a date. During that time, I wasn't really checking that hard if they were like, pretty much my only thing was if they were Christian. Like they had to be Christian. Now, did they have to have a relationship with God? During that time when I was first saved, not really. I wanted them to, obviously. Oh, so now I'm gonna be using this like little sponge, and you can turn it on. You hear that? It like vibrates, and you can like do the different pulses and stuff. And it's supposed to help with like blood flow and all sorts of things in your skin. My only thing is if they were Christian. Like, I went on one date with one guy, and he was pretty much an atheist. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is, I went on a date. Like, if I was asked out on a date, I would go. There was never a time I was like, no. Like, if I was asked on a date, I was gonna go. It's just like, my thought process is like, you know, let's just see how it is. And so I'll go, and you know, before I would go, I would always ask God, like, God, like, is this the one that I should be going on a date with? And he would always be like, or like, is this the one? Because like I said, at that time, I've always been the type of person that's like, I'm not dating just to date. I understand that dating leads to marriage. Like, and so I would always ask the Lord, like, is this the one? Or whatever. And he'd be like, no. And then so one date I went on, and I asked the guy, I was like, hey, like, do you believe, like, what did I say? Do you believe in God or something like that? And he was basically like, no, like, he doesn't. And he was like, or he was like, he felt conflicted, and he was just trying to figure things out, which is okay, right? That's fine. Like, if that's his journey, if that's what he's on, then that's fine. But as a Christian woman, you can't be connected to that, especially in a marriage, because, you know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Because to me, I've always taken marriage and everything, I've taken that very seriously. Even when the times I thought that I probably wasn't gonna get married, I still took it very, very seriously. And when you are young and you're Christian, or if you're just a Christian anyways, you want to be equally yoked with somebody, right? And so it's like, little moments like that, it's like, okay, if these people aren't if these people aren't the one and who I'm supposed to be with, why am I wasting time dating them? Like, why, if I literally ask God, like, God, is this the person? And he says no, why still go on that date? Is it for experience? Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? And so as a Christian, like, dating, I just came to this point as a 23-year-old woman of, I'm not dating anymore. Like, I don't see the point in it, you know? So that's just me personally. Like, I'm just telling you from my perspective. And like I said, during that time, I was freshly saved and I was dating. And it was just so many times of just like, oh, this ain't it. Oh, this ain't it. Oh, this ain't it. And it's just like, now I'm just like, okay, I just want to be single until God brings me that person, you know? So I'm just gonna rinse my face off real quick. Actually, I'm going to, while the cleanser's on my face, I'm gonna steam it at the same time. And my steamer, oh, you see that? Oh my gosh, that feels amazing. Look at God, this feels so good. So what was I saying? Hopefully this noise isn't too loud of the steamer. So yeah, it got to that point where I was dating and I was going on dates, but then I would realize, like, the Lord would tell me this isn't the person. And so as a Christian woman, I just had to make that decision of like, okay, am I gonna keep going on these dates just because they asked me, or just because I just want to see where it goes and maybe this might be the one? Or am I just gonna wait, literally wait for God to send me that right person, and then I'll date him? And I know that sounds crazy. Like, it's like, how do you even, like, how do you know, like, you know, how are you gonna know when that person comes? And like if you're not dating around, like, how will you know? Listen, I have faith, okay? That is the point of having faith. And if y'all would, like, even just look around on YouTube of all these incredible Christian couples and stuff, the majority of those couples, they knew it was from God because they prayed and asked God, is this the person? So when that person comes, just like when I pray about all these other people who ain't it, I'm gonna pray about that person. And if God gives me the go ahead, because y'all listen, I've had so many no's from God, so many no's. But I'm like, God, is this? And he's like, nope. And I'm like, well, is it? Nope. What about nope? And so I just hope that when the time comes and I hear that yes, oh boy, it's over with. Come on now. Seriously, I've heard so many no's that I'm gonna know when God says yes. How about that? Yeah, dating as a Christian, it can be difficult. It's hard, you know, it's hard being around young people that are your age that actually have a relationship with God and you know, real on fire for God, because I'm on fire for God, and you can't dim your fire for anybody, and so you have to be careful about that. And you don't want to get into a relationship just because you want to be in a relationship and they may or may not truly have a relationship with God. They may call themselves Christian, but they don't really have that relationship like you have that relationship. I would be very, like, I would beware of that, because that can really harm you in the long run. You want somebody who's running with that same endurance that you have, because I'm gonna tell you, marriage is a lot more spiritual than we realize, and so you have to be careful. Like, you just have to be careful. You don't want to become have a tie to someone who God has not ordained for you to be with. So yeah, that's just my advice to y'all young girls out there. Like, just be careful, because you don't want anyone to come into your life that's going to try to take the place of God in your life. And if anything, the person who God has for you is going to push you towards God, and he's going to love God more than you. And those are the signs that he loves God and he's the one for you, because I want him to love God way more than me. And I don't want our relationship to be like, oh God, like I forgot to read my Bible today, or oh God, I didn't do this and for you, Lord, and I haven't spent this time with you, God. That person is going to push you towards God, and you're going to push them towards God. It's going to be like a good old balance. It's not going to be like a one-sided thing. So yeah, I hope that helped. Thank you for sending in that topic, by the way. I love you. So I'm just gonna keep on steaming, and then I'm gonna wash my face off, and then I'm gonna move right on into do the mask next. And also what the steamer does, it just pretty much just like opens up your pores so that you're able to like get a deeper clean. So next, I'm just going to apply this mask, but it is the Mighty Marshmallow Bright and Radiant Whip Mask by Bliss. It does look like whipped cream, honestly. So I got these cute brushes from Amazon as well to apply the mask, and I just thought it was so cute because it all matches. So like the pink and I just thought that was cute. Okay, and I got these separately and they match. Which one should I use? I don't know what it is, but I've been a pink person lately. I just have my little mirror here so that I'm able to see up close. So confidence, like if you guys go back to my like some of my beginning videos, I talked a lot about like being dark skinned, because being dark skinned is a whole like experience. Like I didn't expect this to, you guys see how thick this is? That's kind of nice. Like you really don't even need a lot. So like this little jar will last you a long time, because I did not even put a lot in. It's a lot. So I made a lot of videos and stuff, and also like a short film in as well. But that during that time, like school and middle school and stuff like that, I battled a lot with a lot of insecurities. Why is it so, it's like showing, oh my God, hold on. It's like showing my mask more than me. Do y'all see that? That's crazy. I look insane. Now that I'm looking insane, I hope I didn't apply too much. This is definitely not one of those like cute girl masks and they're like, this is not it. I look like I'm about to mime. Okay, so you guys know, just bear with me. So growing up, I was really insecure, and it was weird because when I would go to school, I would hear how much I was like ugly and all that type of stuff, and how dark I was, and like nobody wanted to talk to me. Like I was definitely not the type of girl to have like boyfriends. Like no, that wasn't me at all. And like school and stuff like that really brought my confidence super low, because I would be like talked about and called like too dark and ugly and all sorts of things. And so that made me like really insecure. And so I would just, for a long time, I thought I was ugly. Like I genuinely thought like I'm ugly. Like, there's no way, like, I'm just ugly. And so that was like my thought process for a really long time, of me growing up thinking that I'm ugly. And so now when I hear people think that they think that I think that I'm all that, I'm like, how? I literally grew up like thinking that I'm ugly. Like, y'all, I just started thinking I was pretty. Like, even now I still have like insecurities. So yeah, growing up and you hear that you're ugly at school, and like you're too dark, and people would like say things like that. And like it was one time a rumor was made about me, and people were saying things like, it was just a lot, okay, of just saying, you know, how dark I was. So when you grow up, you think that you're ugly because your experience in the outside world has been school and the people that you grew up with, and so you automatically assume that you're an ugly person. And so that was my case. And at the same time, I would go to school and hear that I was ugly, but then at home, or like my like friends of my family, or people that we would just come in contact with, you guys don't know how many times growing up I would hear, oh my gosh, you look like a model, like you could be a model. These are like adults coming up to me saying this. And, you know, as a child, you're just like, what? Like, no, not me, girl. Like, you don't even know. People be calling me ugly all the time. What do you mean? People, y'all, I did not set a timer. Hold on. Anyways, you guys, so yeah, like I would hear all the time as well growing up of like, oh my gosh, like you can be a model, are you a model, da da da. Like people would come up to me and genuinely ask me this. People always ask my family, did I model, do I model, all that type of stuff. So I kind of have this like duality of, you know, in school, you know, school is your reality. Like school is it. Like whatever happens in school, that's what you believe about yourself. Like if people say something about you at school, that's just who you think you are. So school, I would hear that I was ugly, and then like in the outside world, you know, by adults, I would hear that, oh my God, are you a model? You could be a model. You're so beautiful. So I didn't know what to believe. So I just believed the lesser than up. Like I was just like, I'm ugly. Like I'm ugly. That's just what I genuinely believed for a while, because I just always assumed like my looks were trash, because people talk about how dark I was and like all that type of stuff. So I just assumed that. And those insecurities have even like been with me till this day. I'm still working on being confident. Like I don't know, I might come across as a very like confident person. I'm not that confident all the time because of how I grew up in school and stuff, and hearing that you're not that pretty and all that type of stuff, that really played a huge role in me feeling like I was ugly. So being confident now, especially, I would have to say, and being so honest with you, it was probably 10th grade years when I started to develop my confidence, and mainly because there was this dark-skinned girl that went to my school, and she was a senior, and she was just so cute all the time, and I'm just like, wow, like she was just so unapologetic. And even being able to like see like Lupita Nyong'o and Naomi Campbell and all these different dark-skinned women in front of me, that helped me a lot, and that made me realize, wait a minute, I can take like care of myself. I can do girly stuff, like I can dress nice, because for a long time I just felt like, what's the point? Like I'm not cute. Like I always loved fashion, I always loved beauty stuff or whatever, but it would just be like when I got to school it didn't really matter. But 10th grade year I really started like dressing how I wanted to, and really putting forth effort in the way that I look, because until then, you know, like I said, I didn't think I was that pretty. But 10th grade year I really started putting in that effort into who I was, not for anybody to, you know, say anything or like, oh my gosh, but for me, like I wanted to feel like I was cute. I wanted to feel good for that day. I wanted to go to school and know that I look good for myself, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what I did, and that's when 10th grade really started to change the way I viewed myself, and I started to see like, wait a minute, I am pretty. Like, what do you mean? And it's just that whole colorism thing again, of just feeling like because you're a certain color you're not pretty. That is the biggest lie. There are pretty people in every color, every race. There are beautiful people. It's just period. So being a Christian woman, my confidence started to even like, I don't know, now it's not just my looks that I'm confident in, but now that I'm confident in who I am, like who God has created me to be now, I have those days where I feel so unsure and I'm like, God, like who in the world am I? Like what, like I don't know what I'm doing with my life, all that type of stuff. But overall, I have this reassurance that I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I have this reassurance that whatever I put my mind to and whatever God wants me to do, I can get it done, because he gives me that confidence now of like, I got it. So like as I've gotten older, my whole insecurity and confidence, sort of that realm or whatever, changed from only my looks of like worrying about, am I pretty, to now it's like, okay, am I doing, you know, what I'm supposed to be doing, my purpose. Like all of that has like, God has helped me be confident in all of those different areas. Like I said, there are times when I'm so unsure about what I'm doing with my life. I'm like, what am I doing? But then there are times when God reassures me and I feel confident in who he's called me to be. So basically what I'm saying is, love who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like there's this thing of feeling like, oh man, I don't want to be a lover of myself and I don't want to be too conceited or whatever, but God does want you to love the way that you look. Like he said that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Like even David was saying like, Lord, you crafted my inner being. Like God, how good is your workmanship, Lord? Like you crafted all of this, you put me together, you knitted me in my mother's womb. Like you did all that, Lord. And it's like we should be grateful for the way God made us and what we look like and the purpose that he's given us. Like we should be so grateful. And so you don't want to take things like that for granted. Like I don't care if your entire school says you're ugly. What does God say about you? You're beautiful. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Like you're wonderful. You know what I'm saying? And so I definitely have that thing of like, oh my God, everybody thinks that I'm ugly. I was like, girl, I am who God says that I am, and I am beautiful, okay? I'm a daughter to the King. I'm beautiful, and there are gonna be days when all that goes out the window and you feel ugly, but you just have to remember, like, you're beautiful. God created you with a plan and a purpose. You have a purpose to be in the earth, and you just have to hold on to that, and you have to love that, and you have to love yourself, and you have to love yourself for that. So yeah, that's pretty much how I kind of became more confident. Oh y'all, this mask, see, look, now when I touch it, nothing comes on my fingers, so it kind of like dries. It's actually pretty soft. It has kind of like a marshmallow feel to it, honestly. So yeah, this mask is supposed to brighten, like give me like a glow, so we'll see. So yeah, that's on being confident. Now I'm about to wash this off and get into my moisturizing, and I'll talk about the last topic when I come back. When I first was taking it off, it was looking like I was literally washing paint off, but it didn't really get stuck to my skin or whatever. It was a pretty easy wash off. So yeah, I like the mask. My skin feels very, very soft. Now I'm gonna hurry up and get into moisturizing and different things like that, because I like to do that while my skin is still a little bit damp. So the last topic that I'm gonna be talking about in our girl chat today is comparing yourself. Before I get into the next topic, I'm just gonna put some toner on. This is the Neutrogena alcohol-free toner, and I'm just gonna take me a cotton pad. Toner always removes like excess dirt and stuff from your skin. So comparing yourself. So this is something that I would actually struggle with. A big thing for me that I even have to be careful till this day is I would compare someone else's where they are in life with my own life. So say someone's like my age, I'm like, oh my God, like they're in this, they have this, they're doing this already. We're the same age, I feel so behind. Like that's a big thing of me, like just always just feeling behind in life, which is not true, because I'm exactly where God wants me to be. But yeah, that was a big thing as far as like me comparing. I would constantly compare myself where I am in my life to where other people are in their life and what they're doing. And it wasn't until I realized, girl, you need to start focusing on you. Like, why are you watching other people so much? And it wasn't even anything intentional. It'd be like, 19-year-old buys a mansion. I'm like, oh my God, like how did they do that? Like little stuff like that. I would just find myself like wondering, like, why am I not right, like in that place in life? Like, especially now, like I feel like social media, you see so much of other people's lives and you see so much of what they want you to see, and you compare like your downsides to their like upsides. So you see their brighter days, and because that's what they're posting. They're not going to show you when they're not having a good day. So I would compare, you know, to myself to people who are like very successful and doing amazing things, and I'm like, you know, why, you know, what can I be doing? Like, why am I not there in that place? Like all that sorts of stuff, which is not right. One, that can lead to jealousy, and two, that's like coveting, I believe, or just basically wanting what someone else has. And that's something that I still have to work on, of just like being grateful for where I am in my life. And you know, it's okay to still want more, but still you have to be grateful, because if you're constantly looking at, oh, I don't have this, oh, I'm not doing this, like what am I supposed to be doing, like, oh, everything's wrong and I'm not doing everything right, and like you're gonna, it just shows God that you're not grateful for your life right now, and that, you know, he needs to hurry up and get you out of this, because this isn't what you want. And you know, you just have to like seriously ask God, like, what is it that you're trying to show me right now in this space, this season that I'm in? Because right now, Lord, I'm having a really hard time seeing the upside to this. So Lord, please show me. I felt just so unsure, and I felt like Lord, like I don't want to be, I want more, like I want more, and God is going to bring you to more. But you have to remember, there are probably times where you pray to be in the position that you're in right now, whatever it may be. It might be that new job, it may be you going to the school that you want to go to, the friend that you have, the relationship, whatever it is. There was probably a time that you were waiting to get to this part. So you just have to, and I'm speaking to myself when I say this, you just have to be grateful for where you are right now, and show God that you're grateful and that you're faithful in this season and in this moment. Even if it may not be where you want to be anymore, you still have to show your gratitude and show God that, you know what, God, what do I need to do? Like, I'm gonna do it in this moment, because I want to do your will in this season of my life. Because if you think about it, if you're not showing God your gratitude for where you are right now, you're probably never gonna show your gratitude. I don't care if you get money, I don't care what you do. Honestly, you are gonna always want more. So be faithful in the little things, and in due time, God will make you ruler of much. So just show God your gratitude in this season. Even if you compare yourself physically to other people, be grateful. Like that goes with that confidence. Be grateful for what you look like, and that you have a life, and that you have a body. So next, I'm going to put moisturizer on, and this is moisturizer that has SPF 30 in it, because sunscreen is very important, and I need to actually start wearing more sunscreen. I think we've all compared ourselves to people at some point. No, but seriously, I have to tell myself that, mind your business. Like literally, mind your business, because if you're constantly looking at other people, nobody's building up what you have, nobody's working on what you got. So mind your business, because if you keep looking left to the right, what about your stuff? Mind your business is what I'm totally kidding. It's how you stop comparing yourself to other people. There's a little bit of truth to that. I'm joking, but it's kind of true, because I've had to tell myself plenty of times to mind my business. If I mind my business, I'd be more content in where I am. Ooh, that's a word. So yeah, I think that was like the last topic. Last but definitely not least, and this may be controversial, don't come for me, but I'm gonna show y'all, then I'm gonna explain myself. So I put Vaseline on my face, okay? I've been doing it, and it's actually been working, and then I ran out of Vaseline, and I had to go and buy me a whole brand new jar. Let me explain myself, because some people may be like, oh my God, it's so bad. Okay, there are women who have said that they've been using Vaseline for 20, 30, 40 years every night, and they take a nice little light layer on their skin, and it really helps their skin. I started doing that because I was starting to break out during quarantine. I started doing that, and it has helped my skin. I'm not telling you to do it. You can if you want. I'm saying this is what has helped me with my skin and my, you know, I'm starting to get like little breakouts and whatnot, but this has really helped. So I'm just gonna take like a nice little layer of Vaseline and put it over top of my skin. And then y'all know my main girl, Carmex. I'm gonna use some Carmex. That is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this girl chat talk, like advice video. I really hope it felt like you guys were just in my bathroom with me and we're just doing our skincare. I had so much fun. I love the new products that I got. They work so well on my skin. I love you guys so much. If you guys have not already, do not forget to go down below and subscribe to my channel. If you guys enjoy watching my channel, watching my videos, I love posting faith-based content and giving you guys real advice and just giving you guys some godly advice. If you guys have not already and you guys want to join, hit that subscribe button down below. Also, if you guys like this video, go down below and give it a thumbs up as well. Share this video. This is just a first part to our Christian girl talk videos. I'm gonna do so many more with different topics, and you know, I might switch it up. I might one day, you know, I'm doing my skincare pampering. One day I might do, I don't know, like makeup, hair. We'll get into that, but make sure you guys are following me on my Instagram so that you guys can send in topics, so you guys can like send in some questions and different things like that, and I want to be able to answer and give you guys some good sound advice. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. I love you all so much and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.